Now, before we get started, I would really love it if you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can get the latest content from the YouTube channel, The Last Rewind. And don't be shy about leaving your comments at the bottom of the page because you are the sole reason why this channel will be successful. Thank you. All right, welcome back to The Last Rewind with me, Big Red and Tramaine. And, we're going to do a video reaction today on the late Kobe Bean Bryant. I did one not too long ago on the Michael Jordan's highlights. His birthday was the other day. I think he's 62, 63. That was very entertaining, and I shook my head a lot of times. I told people while I was doing it, every time I shake my head in amazement at his plays, take a shot of whatever you can. And if it's kids watching this, take a shot of Kool-Aid, Gatorade, whatever, something aid, but don't drink. Many of you guys drink, so I'm not trying to get in trouble. We may do the same thing here. Every time, I shake my head in amazement, or Tramaine, so now you got two people that may shake their heads, take a shot. Again, if you are under 21, get something that is legal for you to drink. We don't be in trouble. Don't get us in trouble. No angry letters. Yeah, water. You can pretend like it looks like something else is clear. But by all means, and even if you're an adult, maybe you can't handle an adult beverage, then just drink water. Just do that. Water is good for you.
It is very good. I drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
I did when I was younger, but I drink a lot of water now.
Yeah, those kidneys don't work like they used to, man. You got so many other things filtering through your kidneys that you probably didn't have as a kid. They just don't work like they used to. And getting a kidney transplant is not easy. I got a lot, some family members that go through that. But without further ado, before we even get into it, this is your player, by the way. This is Manu. I love Kobe. He's not my favorite player, but I very much admire him. But you give some words about him. Tell him why.
Yeah.
Is he your favorite player, number one player, or is there someone else?
Kobe is my favorite player to play in the NBA. However, I am in agreement that Jordan is still the GOAT, but I like to watch Kobe. Like, the numbers prove Jordan is the GOAT. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. But if I had to pick a player who I like to watch, it was Kobe, followed by T-Mac, and Ray Allen was thrown in there too. But Kobe was my guy. Oh, man. And I know Kobe basically mimicked Jordan, but for me, it was Kobe. While mimicking Jordan, he had a flair to it himself. Mm-hmm. We had Afro Kobe, we had JJ Kobe, we have 8, we have 24. We got pre-scandal, post-scandal Kobe. Kobe was my guy, and I am always been a Kobe fan. Quick story, I remember the day he passed. My wife, who knows I'm a Kobe guy, was away at a conference about 30 miles out in Houston. She calls me in her conference. She's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Why are you asking me, am I okay?" Because I didn't know at the time. She's like, "Check your phone." I'm like, what am I checking? So I scroll, and it turns out the news is true. And my wife is like, "Are you okay? Do you need me to come home?" That's how serious it was for me, according to her, because she thought I ain't know Kobe, never met Kobe, but I was a Kobe guy. Kobe was my favorite player, so I'm excited for this one. Just to go down memory lane, because I know if a lot of what I'm thinking of what Kobe did on that court is in this package, it's going to be something special.
Yeah. I remember you're the one who told me that he passed, and I'm like, man, there's no way. You must have read something from some third-party site. There is no way that guy.
After my wife told me, I called you.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it. I said, there's no way, dude. You check the news, turn on TV.
After my wife told me, I called you. And to this day, because of Kobe passing, when it's foggy outside, he passed and the helicopter was foggy. When it's foggy outside, I do a double take before I get in my car. because out here in Houston, especially early in the morning, it can be so foggy that you can't see the next light or the next car in front of you. So
there's one thing I will say about Kobe that you can't say about every player that's passed through the NBA. He did not cheat the game. You cannot say that. Michael Jordan, you say he played his heart out. He would have left his soul, his spirit. He would have died on the court. I think Mark Jackson is quoted as saying that Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant would have literally died on the court to win a game.
And that's what's missing in the NBA. I mean, I guess the term "dies" is a bit loosely exaggerated, but
I don't think it is. I mean, you saw. Remember the flu game with Jordan? You remember how bandaged up and injured Kobe was to walk off with a torn Achilles, broken fingers, broken whatever face.
Jordan flu game. You're right. You're right. Those cats played every game like it was the last, and again, you know, I know Jordan. I'm in total agreement that Jordan is the GOAT. The greatest player to ever play in the NBA is Michael Jordan. But for me, my favorite player is Kobe Bryant. There is a difference, folks.
All right. Well, without further ado, let's get into the video. We may pause it every now and then to give some commentary on what we're watching, or because we're just amazed and we need to take time to ingest it. But let's go. Here's the Kobe Bryant tribute video.
60. There's a dribble drive. Nice move. Wow. Did you see the move by the kid? That's Kobe.
Look at this.
Take a look at O'Neal. Dishing off for Kobe Bryant. Oh, what a dunk.
That's a windmill off the
Started by Michael Jordan. And the fall away by Kobe Bryant.
He's not afraid to go that, Mike. That's what Michael loved about Kobe.
He's got the ball in his hands again. To Garnett. Back to Kobe.
And that was his first All-Star game.
Kobe and Garnett. Rattles out. Here comes Bryant.
360.
Now, Kobe wasn't the best dunker. I give that to Vince Carter, but Kobe had a flair, a showmanship. Look at that.
Yeah, that was street ball moves right there.
It's a show. We're watching it like everybody else.
Finger roll. And then follow up with a dunk over, I forget who it makes it.
Martin, I think. That was nice.
That was sweet. This is one of my favorites right here.
Is that
That's
Ben
First you get crossed up. Now you take off from the dotted line and you just hang. Man, great passing.
That was all behind the back pass.
I believe he waved at the camera at that one. Yeah, here it goes. I remember that one.
Here comes Bryant.
Dan.
Oh. Man, he tortured Sacramento. Poor Sacramento. Sacramento and Portland. Oh, wow. Wait a minute. Let's go back on that one.
That was nasty. I don't know. Who was that got dunked on?
I don't know. I think that's Jaren Jackson. I think.
Serving up a facial. He's dribbling the ball. He knows what's going on in his 28th birthday. Under the clothing.
Oh, that's the game. It was Shaq's birthday. I think he had 60 points. Jason Kidd.
The kid with the blonde hair.
Yeah, well, I don't know what was that up with that era with Jason Kidd. Uh-oh, this is the alley-oop to Shaq.
Yeah. Oh, Scotty.
Yeah, I think they were down like 15 points in the fourth quarter.
How about the poise of this young
That's
guy?
the finals there.
And hitting a 2-point basket.
The Shaq fouled out, I think, at that point, because that's overtime.
Jackson. How good is this kid? Shaw running one-hander. followed in by Kobe Bryant.
The Kobe and Shaq combination was magical, man. I know they had their issues off the court later in life. I am glad they made up before his passing.
They were two alpha males, man.
Ooh, that was nasty.
That was on the Westie. Oh,
That Dirk.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's the
How
one.
did he catch that? Hold up. How did he catch that?
That was so good. It wasn't even on the dude because he turned his body away from him.
Can you practice that? Take a shot. Oh.
How quickly did he get back up and tip that ball in the basket? We've seen it.
Look at the hang time, man.
Shit.
Like that cat is in the air. Nice pass.
I think that was the finals there.
Penetrate. Find Shaq, and that is a very, very. Here comes Bryant.
What's the announcer's name?
Marv Albert.
No, the one he's a flamethrower. That guy.
Oh shoot, I forget his name now.
This was Jordan.
He's the one that said J.R. Smith.
Yeah.
Right on Cowboy. Ooh, that's nice. Windmill.
That's on Duncan.
That's on Tim Duncan.
We got a lot of Spurs highlights. Good gracious. They played a lot against each other a lot. That's on Robinson. I mean, they had Twin Towers, so it's not like he's playing against a lax defense. Okay. Nah, we going back on that one. We're going back on that one. Oof. Oh, man.
When I played basketball, when we played basketball at the park, I mimicked Kobe, man. I wanted to play like Kobe. Woo-wee.
Oh.
Down Kobe. By Martin. Shot clock down to 1. Bryant, yes. Kobe Bryant with the shot clock. What's that?
Man, he touched it. No foul either.
Ian Martin.
Yeah.
Bryant double team. Kittle's trying to steal. Bryant, yes.
One of the most underrated parts about Kobe's game is the footwork, man. Because there was moves you think Kobe can travel, but he didn't.
Exclamation point.
Very precise. That's that footwork there. Look at that. That's footwork there.
Right there. You would think that's a travel, but it's not.
That comes from hours and hours of practice.
See, this is what I miss about the NBA then, because now that shot he just took is like a common shot.
Yeah, I mean, do you not watch the highlights? Yeah. Oh, he gonna come on the other side.
Love it.
Love
that was on KD.
KG.
I'm sorry.
That was on the other side of the basket. Look at that. Go back just a little bit.
Typically, that's a layup.
Is it Kevin Harlan? Is that his name?
Kevin Harlan, yes.
Yeah.
With no regard for human life.
Yeah.
Love that one on Darvin Ham.
Former Lakers coach. He got pushed out last year.
Kobe's got it above the three-point line, taking a little bit of time. One dribble, pull up to the win. He's got it.
Dang that year. Good defensive player from Duke. Watch this. Other side.
On the spree.
Yep.
We'll get choked.
Kobe pops out.
Oh,
Couple of left-handed dribbles. Has a look at it. The Lakers win. As always, any shot at the end.
That dude is magical, man. All right.
Oh, this was the Kobe stopper.
Out top against Patterson. Kobe.
Ruben Patterson, the alleged Kobe stopper.
And that's good defense.
You can't do nothing else but that. There's
That is
nothing
good
you can do.
defense. You can't
And this
say
is
that
another
man
buzzer
didn't
beater. That's 2 buzzer beaters, and that's one game. That's one game he did this. That's the 4th quarter, and I think overtime he did that.
Kobe Bryant.
That's Jordan-esque.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Here comes Kobe.
That's the finals there.
From way outside. Got it.
Woo.
Oh, man. With 2.1.
I think
That's
that was
beautiful.
game 2.
Like when he shot that, I remember watching that game. When he shot that, I said, that's going in.
My goodness, Kobe.
Another one
Kobe Bryant with the
on the Kings.
Remember, Mike Krzyzewski was going to be the guy. It could have been his job. Yeah, passed on it. Here goes Kobe.
What the hell was? What is that?
That was
What's
his
that?
left hand.
Look at that. That's such an odd shot.
Remember, Mike Krzyzewski was
Look at
going to
that.
be the guy. It could have been his job. Yeah, passed on it. Here goes Kobe.
I mean, it was not a set shot. He did. Look at that.
Not a set shot. And
Oh, this is on Dwight Howard.
probably one of my favorites.
D12. Oh boy, this is on the Bobcats. This can't be good. Nothing ever good happens when it's the Bobcats in the highlight.
Recovers with 6 seconds remaining. Give it to Kobe Bryant. He's got it now. Kobe.
2 people on.
With 0.6, and the Lakers have a 2-point lead. Fourth, Avery Johnson.
All-Star game. Look at that.
All-Star game.
That's exactly what Kobe Bryant.
Back when the All-Star game was actually entertaining,
Competitive, you mean?
somewhat competitive. Like, I get it, you want to have your highlights, but still make it competitive. What?
My goodness. Kobe Bryant puts the Lakers up by 2.
It's on Cleveland.
Here's Bryant. Yes.
Love Marv Albert calling games.
LeBron.
And 6 seconds. Kobe doesn't have the numbers, but boy, he's trying to make his own statement. On the reverse, he does. With 9 points. Kobe trying to lose his man on the teardrop. Kobe can't get it. Now Kobe for 3. I don't believe it. Kobe threw the 3. 62 for Kobe.
Doing the Allen Iverson cut.
Kobe with it now. Lakers lead 105.
Oh, is this the 81?
I think so.
Yes. Well, there's 70.
Man, he couldn't be stopped that game, man.
28 to 46.
This would be 18.
And
It
if
wasn't
memory serves
like-
correct, he stopped in like the third quarter of that game.
5 in the second half.
No, he played the full game. That was the full quarter.
All right. I was
He's
wondering
on
what
the-
this one was at on Steve Nash.
He scored. Geez. Now that he scored one time. He had 60-something points in 3 quarters, and he stopped there.
Wow.
That was the same year they scored 81. Nah, he legitimately. There was no hot dogging. He scored 81 legitimately. He needed those 81 points to beat the Raptors. He wasn't stat padding, in other words.
Remember this one, buzzer beater.
Mm-hmm.
Game winner.
As Kobe Bryant
Start hearing this announcer a little bit more with a bang.
for Los Angeles.
Ha
They've led by as many as 33. Bryant. Gives right side Bryant, dribbles down the paint around Green. Reverse jam with his right hand.
He loved the
Lakers
reverse,
fans
though.
rise to their feet. Pick it up. Here's double. Kobe
Pass the ball, Kobe.
I get it. He was known as a ball hog at one point in his career.
He's done it. 4 straight games, 50 or more points. Only the second player in NBA history to ever accomplish that.
He held that
right
for
there.
4 minutes.
The hang time. He gets blocked and he keeps it going down, coming down.
Give me that. Wasn't just good offense. He had the defense, too.
Kobe played deep.
Pop off, Kobe from Fish. Showtime. 360, 107, 100 Lakers.
Bryant behind the pulls it back.
Stop it. Stop it. That ain't fair. Is that Ginobili?
Nah, I don't want to know.
To the basket inside. Oh, what a finish from Bryant.
Came back from down 0-2 last year to Houston in the first round.
Oh, I saw that one coming.
Yes, he did. That was sensational.
Leaving it off, Kobe on the right.
Mm.
Do you believe this guy? He never saw it.
Like, you don't get this style of basketball anymore, man.
Kobe,
Just
No.
say,
what a play to Turion.
What they would have done was gone to the hole, and then they would have ran back to the three-point line.
yeah, like
He missed a three.
oh, basketball don't exist anymore. It's either
Oh, look at that.
they don't take a three as soon as they get the ball. There's no penetration anymore to the hole or getting creative on your way to the basket.
Yeah.
Sized it up.
Kobe Bryant. Baiting Moon, driving, wrap around.
Nice.
Kobe Bryant trying to go to work on.
Not the old-fashioned way. Kobe on a spin.
That right there. I tried to get that, and every time I did, I traveled.
4-second difference. Bryant a 3. Good. Kobe a 3.
Oh, you doing the Sam Cassell celebration.
Played through it.
Good point. Battier watching Kobe.
Look at that.
Scooping.
Remember that one?
And putting it in. How in the world did he do that?
Shot clock at 6. Bryant for 3. Puts it in. Kobe Bryant from down.
That was him and Carmelo battled in the playoffs that 1 year.
Look at the determination on his face.
35 seconds left. Kobe front court whirling, spinning in the lane. Handed off to Gasol. He'll rise up and dunk it down. Power thrust.
Nice
A
pass.
spinning maneuver in the paint.
And his team would have a chance of winning. But they're at their best when he's making plays.
Wow, and speak of making plays, Bryant banks it in off balance.
On Dwight Howard, Defensive Player of the Year.
Martin, former college basketball.
There you go. That's that footwork.
That's that. See, cats today would travel trying to do that.
Well, they wouldn't because they wouldn't. They take 5 extra steps and still wouldn't call travel.
That's true.
Pass it back. Nope. He's gonna still shoot it.
All right.
On Jesus Shuttlesworth.
Right there. That's good defense. This is when he pat Alvin Gentry on the butt.
Are you kidding me? And then with a little touch to Alvin Gentry.
He's got the power.
He would have got a tick today.
Yes, Kobe gives the Lakers the lead. Gasol trying to find Kobe.
Oh, he messed up already. Gang.
Oh yeah, that wide open.
Yeah. I love the pose he does after this.
For the win, Kobe going up over Bell, fall away. Yes, yes, at the buzzer, he does it. Was there ever a doubt? Kobe wins it for the Lakers.
Love that one.
Kobe, give me a break.
Over the backboard.
Yes. 1.9 to play.
Well, that's what he does. That's why I said make sure you get the last shot.
Gets it to Bryant.
Oh, this is on Dwayne Wade. Look at this.
Backs it in.
Oh,
Backs in the three.
so I'm gonna go back to that one.
Play.
Well, that's what he does. That's why I
Remember
said
that one.
make sure you get the last shot.
Dwayne Wade is all over him too.
Actually, well, yeah, he did. He was all over him, and again, that's good. A lot of these defenders are displaying good defense. Damn.
Omeka Okafor. Oh, it's on LeBron.
Well, what I like right here is the black.
Gotta be quicker than that, LeBron.
You want to come get this? I got something for you, King.
It's Kobe Bryant. Oh, what an
Reverse.
unbelievable reverse layup by Kobe Bryant.
Cut by Kobe. Oh,
Nice.
kid was bumping him. Kobe, the acrobatic.
I like it. World peace for everyone. Here he comes, Bryant. The Buckman defender.
Oh my God.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Bryant fires away. It's good.
Like he was getting ready to throw an alley-oop to Paul Gasol, but it ended up being a shot.
Kobe looking for the basketball. He gets it. Kobe baseline jumper. Yes! 4.2 Lakers lead.
That's what that boy does. Block is an issue.
He's going to have to shoot it with 3, with 2. In trouble.
Again, good defense.
Ain't nothing you can do.
Trouble. Quickly, Bryant. 3 from the corner. Yes! Kobe! Got to get it in. No timeouts to save.
Okay, how many times? Come on.
Kobe, good little fake. 3 to tie. 3 to tie.
At some point, you got to learn. Same game. Dunk.
Sitting at 23 right now. Kobe trying to do work, and he does.
Mm.
Reverse by Kobe Bryant.
That's hang time. That's body control. Woo!
What's his name? What's the dude from Atlanta? He just dunked on.
I think Josh Smith.
Yeah, that's him.
Mm.
And he's a high flyer too.
Great play by Bryant. Kobe will take it in. And
Oh.
down on Paul.
3 minutes to play. Shot clock is down.
Oh yeah,
Bryant goes
yeah. Here we
Oh,
go.
yeah, I remember this. This is when he was winding it down, but he still had it. That's 2 people.
He was looking for somebody to challenge
Hmm.
him.
Lynn sending it out to him. Kobe driving, and he'll get to the line and put it in.
Wow.
Well, we've seen him do a lot of reverse layups and use that spin.
See if he gets 50 here. Bryant.
Oh, this is his final game.
There it is.
He got 60.
Final minute 30. Bryant from 14 has 53. Kobe's got the Lakers' last check. Bryant for 3.
Mm.
Goosebumps. That final game.
Man, I remember that. I think like Jay-Z and all the celebrities was at that game.
Yeah. 60.
60.
Mamba out.
Man,
Man, that's bittersweet watching that because, you know, only not too long after this, you know, was his untimely demise.
right. And it's even more bittersweet because, you know, he people say I want to die doing what I love to do. And in a way, he was literally on a helicopter ride going to coach his daughter.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he was doing what he wanted to do. It was just a sad, unfortunate circumstance for not only him but all the other passengers on the plane. Or a helicopter rather.
Yeah. In such a relatively young life. I mean, it's old in basketball terms, but I mean, being in your 40s, I mean, you could have 30, 40, who knows how many years left.
One of my favorite interviews is before his passing, but it was after he retired. Kobe was on All the Smoke with Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes. And I'm a Kobe guy, so I love to see Kobe post basketball and in interviews and even non-basketball related stuff. He won an Emmy for a short film. So
yeah,
I just love to see Kobe.
Was it Emmy? No, it was something else he won. I think it was
Emmy or Oscar.
It was a Grammy, I think. Or Oscar. Right.
Yeah. So I just love to see him doing I love once he retired, I love to see him just living post basketball life, which is why, man, that morning my wife called me and then I called you. I was shaking up, man. There are only a handful of celebrity deaths that really shook me up. And ironically, before Kobe, I don't know why, but it was John Witherspoon.
You really love John Witherspoon.
I don't know why John Witherspoon died before Kobe. I don't know why John Witherspoon's death shook me up, but it did. But then Kobe happened. I was like, oh man. But awesome player. Like I said, I am in the majority of him not being the GOAT, but he is still my favorite player to watch play basketball, especially in this day and age. Like, I feel sorry for this generation. Who can they pick as their favorite player to watch? I mean, naturally they'll probably revert to LeBron being their GOAT, but who is your favorite player to just overall watch play? I had a couple. It was Kobe, it was Jordan, it was Ray Allen, it was T-Mac. Stephon Marbury, I love to see him play.
Kobe wasn't my favorite. Of course, Jordan's my favorite. But here's the thing about this generation that I don't think they'll get with most players. I won't say none of them, but most players. Basketball, football, hockey, if you watch it, they're viewed as gladiator sports. When people watch gladiators, they knew they were putting themselves on the line because, quite frankly, they had to survive. If they had to fight against lions or fight against other gladiators, they were fighting for their lives. Now, of course, organized basketball is not exactly the same, but you have certain players that kind of mimic that. Probably when basketball first started, it was a little bit more rough and tumble. Of course, we showed the things that happened. Jordan's heyday versus Detroit, it got a little slowed down, a little bit more rougher towards the early 2000s and the mid-early 2000s, whatever. Kobe Bryant is made of the same cloth that his predecessors were made of. So you knew when Kobe finished his career, you got everything you could get from him.
Right.
You knew when Jordan retired, you knew when Magic had to be forced, when Bird had to retire, when he had to have back surgery. A lot of these players had shortened careers because they put their bodies on the line that today's players you will never see. Now, you can say you can blame that on attitude, maybe the change of gameplay compared to what it used to be, but I feel shortened as far as how hard the players play today. I feel like I'm not getting everything out of them. I'm getting just enough to win games. And I think that's what this generation is not going to experience compared to what you and me had experienced. And not just Kobe and not just Jordan. Like I said, there's other players in Kobe's generations as well, too. I don't think we're going to see those type of players maybe for a long time. Maybe because they make too much money now and they say they got a lot to risk. And I can understand that. It's just human nature. But it's the same thing with other sports. I mean, when you put in more money and you make the culture not try to play as hard. You mentioned earlier how we're talking about the All-Star game and no one seems to care about it anymore. It's a trickle-down effect. Now, I don't think it's just basketball. I think football is going to experience it one day. Football is, by and large, still probably the biggest gladiator sport in American sports. But I think one day it may go downhill with how players play the game. It may become more like touch football eventually.
I pray to the gods above that NFL does not go the route the NBA is going.
Mm-hmm.
The NBA, in my opinion, is it's not a watchable product until the playoffs. And
the NBA, you say?
The NBA, yeah. The NBA is not much watchable until the playoffs unless you go to a game. If you go to a game and you're in the arena, you're vibing, you're there live, yeah, you're gonna catch a vibe when you're watching it live, and you're gonna be into it. But if you are watching a regular season NBA game on television,
mm-hmm.
it's nothing compared to what we just watched in those Kobe highlights because those were innovative. Those were like clever ways to score the basketball and to defend the basketball. The NBA plays little to no defense now. Why? Because everybody just shoot a three from half court. They take 5 dribbles and they're at half court and they're shooting the three.
Or they just take 5 steps with no dribbles and they're shooting the three. It's way different, and people always say that there's more skill, and I could agree there's a bit more skill than probably there was with past players. But the thing is, there couldn't be skill if they call walk on some of the things they used to call walk in the 90s. Today, they wouldn't get away with a lot of the dribbles. So you couldn't practice certain things because you knew you couldn't get away with it. Right. Players today can practice certain plays because they know this 4 and 5 steps, this these different kind of dribbles they can get away with now. They couldn't get away with these type of steps in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s, whatever like that. So that's why you see what you would call more skilled. Now, there are better shooters, I can say now, or not necessarily better shooters. There's more better shooters than there ever been. And that's just because the style of play has changed. It wasn't allowed. It wasn't encouraged. If you shot a three being a power forward or a center, you were yanked out of the game. So you wouldn't take a chance. But there's no center today, I would say, that has when it comes to post moves. There's really nobody I can count. I would say maybe Jokic and Embiid. They got low post moves, but I wouldn't say it was of the same footwork that you saw with Patrick Ewing and Hakeem Olajuwon.
David Robinson, Tim Duncan.
David Robinson,
Vlade Divac. Like
Vlade Divac.
The big man, the position of the big man in the NBA is gone. Yeah. It's gone because the big man is on the wing shooting threes now.
Victor Wembanyama.
That big man is gone. And that's what, because a lot of those highlights were Kobe dunking on the big man. So if the big man's not in the paint to defend,
nobody to dunk on.
nobody to dunk on. And there's no highlight. There's no jaw-dropping moment. Yeah. And that's what the NBA is. That's where the NBA has gone. Like, or they don't want to get dunked on. In the 90s and early 2000s, you were aware, okay, I'm going to get dunked on, but I'm going to still play defense. One of my favorites is that Vince Carter dunk on Alonzo Mourning.
Yeah.
He posterized Alonzo Mourning, but Alonzo Mourning still tried to play defense. Same thing with John Starks on the Bulls. Yeah. Oh, he tortured Jordan on that. Everyone want to slide that under the rug. Jordan caught that one, but they still tried to play defense.
That was a Horace Grant.
It was Horace Grant and Jordan. but they still play defense. So when you remove the big man from out of the paint because he's one, scared to play defense, or he's on the wing defending a 3-point shot, then your highlight is going to be less impressive because I mean you can dunk on a little guy and that's impressive, but it's more impressive to dunk on a big guy.
Well, we can't even get the main stars to compete in the slam dunk contest, so they can't do it in regular season, so they're definitely not going to dunk on anybody or have any real all-stars in the dunk contest. So, the competitive edge is just gone in today's game. It's just, everybody's just gearing up for, like you just said, the playoffs, and that's it. Regular season, nothing counts. Not the all-star game, not the back-to-back games, nothing. Not the game NBA on ESPN, ABC, none of that stuff is important. The NBA on Christmas, it's not important until the playoffs start.
Do you remember, like, in the 90s on the weekend, it wasn't just the game. It was the drama leading up to the game.
Yeah.
They had like a trailer. Or they had like the rivals, or they'll show them getting
off the rivals. Yeah. There's no rivals now. Who's the rival? The only rivals people talk about is somewhat Steph and LeBron, but we're not going to see those cats either in the playoffs or in the finals anymore. They've built no new hate. There's no hate. those cats hated each other when they played. Now it's all love when they retire and they go on these shows and talk about each other. But the cats used to hate each other.
I mean, shout out the word. He's a huge fan of when Chris Childs gave Kobe a 2-piece.
Oh Lord,
they didn't like each other, but it made the game better, man. Like,
yeah,
the game was so much better. Like, and now I've seen Chris Childs, and he said he had no problem with Kobe after that game. He said after that game he worked with him and they played like in the pickup ball. He said he really had no problem with Kobe after that game. But
you got it all out on the court.
Right. And that element of the NBA is gone. The competitive nature,
the emotion,
because they know they're getting paid.
Mm-hmm.
In the 90s and the 2000s, they competed with each other. Did they like each other? Probably didn't, but
yeah, they
at least competed with each other, man. And like I said, the only time I'll tune into a regular season game here and there. I've been to 2 Rockets games so far this season. But it's really the playoffs that gets, somewhat entertaining.
Yeah.
But you spoke on the dunk contest. Let me speak on this. The dunk contest is dead. I think we were blessed to get, what was it, 2016, 2017, Aaron Gordon, Zach LaVine.
Yeah.
We were blessed to get one last competitive dunk contest. And it's been said time and time before. I'm going to say it here on the last rewind. The man solely responsible for the death of the dunk contest is but LeBron James.
So what? What did I do?
Because LeBron James, there is no doubt he is a tremendous basketball player. Probably top 3. Where he ranks in those 3 is debatable, depending on who you ask. But the other two in that debate is Jordan and Kobe. And they did a dunk contest.
And won.
Yeah. LeBron James, he knows how marketable he is. He knows how many eyes will be drawn on the dunk contest if he entered it. He never entered the dunk contest. He definitely ain't going to do it now because he's older. But he never entered it. And in my opinion, LeBron James is the reason for this shit show of a dunk contest we get every February in All-Star break.
Damn, strong words.
I'm putting it out there, man. I'm putting it out there. Think about it. Let's go back in the dunk contest history.
You've turned it into a LeBron show. It's a Kobe reaction.
We're done reacting. But go back into the dunk contest history, man.
Mm-hmm.
Dominique, Dr. J.
Yeah.
Right when it was getting popping, those are your stars. Yeah. MJ, Kobe, Vince, T-Mac, and Vince and Steve Francis was in the same dunk contest.
Yeah. I feel like there was somebody else in that same dunk contest.
Jerry Stackhouse.
Yeah.
Jerry Stackhouse. But I know, yes, we're reacting to Kobe, and I'm a little off topic, but I feel as if the death of the dunk contest was due to LeBron James. He knows we want to see him. I wanted to see LeBron James in the dunk contest. I did.
I did too.
It never happened.
Yeah, his ankles hurt, man. Get the man a break.
They probably hurt now.
Maybe
Bronny will do it. Who knows?
You know what? The way this world works, I'm not even going to be surprised if it happens. I'm not even going to be surprised. And the thing is, I wouldn't be surprised if he had like a pre-taped dunk contest that he would enter in for the live contest just because he can break the rules.
I would tell you this. If Bronny enters any dunk contest and wins, that's going to make some headlines.
It definitely will. The fact that he didn't enter it was going to make headlines because, People want to see what LeBron's son's going to do.
But I'm sorry, I went on a rant and going back. Yeah, this was about Kobe. Overall, my favorite player, and it's always a pleasure to watch his highlights. It just takes me back to a time when there was a competitive nature in the NBA.
It is dead now. Just about dead. Hopefully one day, not because of Adam Silver, because I've done videos about him. Adam Silver is not going to bring it back, but maybe there's a player lurking in the shadows.
I say the one player who's kind of
I hope you
trying to hold on to it.
I hope you know.
Steph Curry.
Okay. Thought you were going to say Anthony Edwards.
Well, Draymond Green. Nah, I'm joking.
Mr. Triple Single. Hey. Respect, though. Respect. All right. We're going to end it there. That was our reaction to Kobe Bryant. Went to LeBron for a minute.
It happened, folks.
That's all right. That's all right. We need to hear that side of the story. Y'all need to hear how it used to be and how it is right now. But this has been me, Big Red, and Tramaine, his favorite player, Kobe Bean Bryant. Speaking on the highlights we had presented here, and we'll do some other video reactions on some other players, trying to think of who our next one is going to be. But in the meantime, you guys go out there, you be kind, and you join us on the next episode of The Last Rewind. Peace, everybody.